So when you're talking about video ads, are these the little ads that appear alongside all the display ads on the margin?
They're generally big ads. The little ones are the ones that the industry hates. So anytime you see video rolling in a 300 by 250 or a display ad, it's not intended for that. Generally, people are repurposing that demand and syndicating it through that supply. So I think our purpose is really to acquire white space from a publisher if we're doing a content syndication play or an outstream play where you're scrolling on your screen and all of a sudden a slider comes out and it's got a video ad. That could be us, companies like Teeds, some others, or if you're reading an article, the page will split in half and a video ad will pop up, and then as soon as that 15 seconds gone, it'll disappear, it'll collapse again. That's what we're really after more of, or generally inside of a content player. So you're watching a video, you see our video ad, pre-roll, and then at the end of it you might see a post-roll or something like that. But that's really what we're after. We're not after, oh, you see a banner right now, it's like an Amazon ad because you didn't complete your cart in your transaction, and then the next page you're seeing a video in that same unit. That's not what we're after.
Okay, so basically it seems like when it comes to video there's limited real estate because I don't really picture a whole bunch of video ads playing on the same site, whereas with display, I mean, we can see hundreds of display ads on the same page. Is it limited inventory when we're talking about video?
Seems that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, so I think some of the rules are for video. It's like you really cannot have more than one video player on a page. So as soon as you start having that, the scanners, the quality scanners, the folks out there that are responsible for making sure that advertisers are getting what they're paying for, and that publishers are not creating ad units just for the sole purpose of generating revenue. So when a site gets scanned by some of the bigger demand partners and programmatic buyers, they're looking for multiple players on a page. And when they see a multiple player on the page, your domain will get blacklisted. So best practice for video is, for writing content, number one, have original content. Don't put a YouTube player on a page and try to monetize that page with a video ad. Because what will happen is the scanners will see, oh, we got, there's a video ad here, awesome. But there's also a YouTube player on the page. And that advertiser might be retargeting that user for something, and if they are, they're going to end up serving them two ads on the same page, and it's not good. So that's one of the things. So you see display ads all over the place. Very, very different with display and video. One is video. You're watching a video, you're in the experience, and you're uninterrupted, and you see an ad. It's not in the periphery somewhere, right? So yeah, so with display, you got periphery ads everywhere, right? So you can tell the engagement is very different. With video, yeah, you don't want to have more than one ad on the page. That's why you don't see video ads kind of plastered everywhere. And those publishers that are running these video ads inside a 300 by 250, and then they have a video unit somewhere else, they're in jeopardy because it's just a matter of time before it causes an impact in yield, because buyers are blacklisting them because they see two players on a page. So.
Okay. So in general, what kind of results are you seeing from video ads as opposed to display?
So in general, depending on for who. So for publishers, the yield is much higher. So we're talking about like an average video unit in let's say a medium player. Q4 CPMs were in the range of anywhere from like $5 to $10 plus programmatic demand CPMs for that unit. Display, just average publisher anywhere from like $1 or 50 cents all the way up to like $3-4 somewhere in that range. Depends on the publisher. Some higher ranked publishers see higher yield, etc. Right? So you can see that video is just significant revenue for a publisher. And when we're saying publishers, we're talking about website owners, not publishers at Affiliate Summit. Publishers, yeah. Not affiliates. So yeah, from that standpoint, higher yield for a publisher. Now, from an advertising standpoint, if you're in the experience and you're watching a true in-stream ad, your experience is interrupted and you're watching this ad, right? You're just like, oh, wow, you're watching this ad, right? Whatever it is for engagement stronger, they have your attention. They have your attention, and it's performing much better, right? So from a performance standpoint, yeah, it's going to perform better as opposed to like a periphery ad, right? It just makes more sense. You're funneled into this experience. So from an advertiser standpoint, yes, it performs better. Now, it's from the perspective of an affiliate, there's not a lot of performance advertising on video yet. There's two things. One, conversion tracking is a little bit of a challenge right now, and number two, it's too expensive. So affiliates have not been buying video ads yet. Now, one of my clients and dear friends for many years, Ty Lopez, has been buying exclusively video ads for a long time. So you see him on YouTube. He's got like 430 million hours viewed last year. It was crazy, insane. Yeah. So outside of that, he's been buying exclusively pre-roll ads on YouTube. It's been destroying it in a good way. I learned that. People say that. Yeah.
But destroy means good.
Destroy means good. Yeah.
Like fat and bad used to.
I think so. It's something like that. So they've been performing really well, and that's video for you. So if you use that as a case study, there's a lot of benefit from that. A lot of TV advertisers are buying infomercials, have the assets, meaning they have creative that they've already produced. It's easy for them to leverage that into buying in-stream ads and optimizing and going that route. Now, to buy quality inventory for performance campaigns on video, it's 100% CPM. It's never going to be CPC. It's never going to be CPA. It's CPM, and the CPMs are going to be in the range of $7 to $20 plus, depending on how you're optimizing. You want to buy highly viewable inventory, it's going to be $20 plus. It's going to be very expensive, but it's going to perform well if you figure it out. There are not a lot of people doing it right now because, one, they don't have the resources to create the ads or the creative. It's video, and two, it's very expensive, and so they're scared to take the risk. And no one's going to sell it to you on a CPA or a CPC even. So it's one of those places. When there's a new form of media, a new channel to advertise in, generally performance marketers go to that first. The really interesting thing about video is that was not true. Video has been for brands from day one, and they've bought all the inventory. It's a very inventory constrained environment. There is no unsold video inventory. It's all sold, and it's all very, very expensive. So in performance marketing, you have mobile advertisers. When mobile media came out, it was really exciting, and nobody really knew what the F they were doing for a long time. Sorry. Nobody knew what they were doing for a long time, and there was the year of mobile every year for like 10 years. That was annoying. But so performance marketers are out there cleaning house. So you had you had companies cleaning house. Nobody even says that. I got to stop saying shit like that. Anyways, so
people say that in the corporate environment still.
Have I become corporate?
Yes.
I have?
Yes.
Okay. That's refreshing for you, right? In a place
but
like
you've still got the funky shoes, so you're not quite there.
Okay. Air Max. So anyhow, you haven't seen me on Monday through Friday. This
is Tuesday.
You're right. Back in LA. Anyhow, so the mobile companies were buying media because the brands hadn't figured it out yet, and they're buying it on CPC, CPA, whatever. Publishers had so much of it, they couldn't monetize it. They didn't know what to do with it, right? So they were acquiring it for next to nothing. They're buying it on rev share. So, hey, CPC, CPA, whatever, right? So they were doing that. That is not happening on video, and it will not happen because there's so much demand for it from the brands. That's that way. So you have to pay to play. And the reason why the brands have adapted it so well was because, number one, TV budgets are leveraging this inventory now. So some of the same creative is coming across there. Sometimes now the same budgets are leveraged for video on digital. So that's changing quite a bit and really fast. So I would say that we've been on the forefront of video, and I think we may be. We were one of the early companies in the display world for performance marketers and supporting them, and so we may be one of the early companies to support performance marketers in the video side as well. We haven't seen a lot of activity there, but we're open to it, and we're open to testing with people that have an appetite for pain. 'Cause it might be painful.
Okay. you know, if that appeals to you.
We have a lot of sadists in Pace's audience, so.
Yeah, that's true. So when you say
just keep it real, you know, people say that.
Keep it real.
Keep it real.
So when you're talking about CPM, is that based on the video just appearing on the page or actually playing?
Yeah, that's a great question. Wow, you know your shit. So so the way video is billed is the start pixel launches. So it's different than display, where if the ad is called, if the request is made, you're billed. You may not even serve the ad, right? On video, the video actually has to start. There's a start pixel that's fired, and you're billed on that. So it's nicer, all right? Now, completion rates, there's something there about completion rates and viewability. That's how you optimize. So it's kind of like, you want to be highly viewable, you want to be complete as well. So you want to, your completion rate should be higher than 50% or whatever. So, I mean, people are watching the whole video, not skipping things like that. You can buy inventory that's non-skippable. That's another episode of our web series.
Yeah, we'll save that.
Yeah. So, yeah, we could talk about that too.
Okay, cool. So if anyone watching is into pain and they want to try out video advertising, maybe they just want to talk to you about the opportunities, what do they do?
Sure. Yeah, you could email me, ted@engagebdr.com. If engagebdr.com is a lot of work to type, you can just ted@ng.ag. Yeah, that's a shortened domain.
ng.ag.
Yeah, ng.ag. Engage. It kind of spells it.
It almost does, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
All right, very cool. So we'll put both of those up there. Thanks so much, Ted. It's been great talking to you again. It's always fascinating.
Thank you. Appreciate your time.